Welcome to SBR Videos. Here with us is handicapper Joe Gavazzi to give us the pick on the game between Toronto Raptors and Atlanta Hawks. Hi Joe, ready to talk some NBA?
Ready for the second half of the NBA season, Sylvia. You know we had a great first half.
Of course, let's start with this game. This will be a match between two quality clubs. These teams enter the second half of the season as the top two teams in the Eastern Conference. So this will be a tough match for both teams. But the odds makers have Atlanta Hawks as the favorite by 5 points. Do you agree with that forecast, Joe, or do you find more value on Toronto?
We're going to go with the Atlanta Hawks here, which has been a real meal ticket for us in the first half of the season. Let's take a look at these two teams, which, as you mentioned, do hold down the first two spots in the Eastern Conference playoff queue, unbeknownst to the experts who had expected Cleveland and Chicago to be in those roles at the beginning of the season. Toronto's been doing it with offense. They're the most prolific offensive team in the Eastern Conference, averaging 105 points per game, and they do it from the perimeter with a strong trio of point guard Lowry, Lou Williams, and, of course, DeMar DeRozan. He missed 21 games with a groin injury earlier this year, but the Raptors just kept on winning. They do enter here off a win, in fact, a 3-game winning streak to end the first half of the season, but they are 3-6 ATS on the road of late. That's tough to overcome when you're playing the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks were cruising around 500 the first part of the season, but suddenly broke out of their doldrums in the second year under head coach Mike Budenholzer. He of San Antonio fame, 17 years on the bench there, and they're doing with defense and the best turnover to assist ratio in the NBA. It's translated to a phenomenal recent record, including 18-3 against the number when not favored by 9 or more points. Number one defense in the East and best turnover to assist ratio make this team a pleasure to watch as well as a pleasure to bet on. Most importantly here is perhaps their performance on their home court, including a perfect 9-0 against the spread when not favored by more than 6 points, the role they are in tonight. We'll take the Atlanta home court. We'll take them off a loss. They are 7-3 off a loss this year against the spread, and they did lose the last game of the first half of the season to Boston, and we'll take that great defense and turnover to assist ratio. Make the Atlanta Hawks, a team we've won with often in the first half, as your play tonight.
Okay, there you have it, guys. Pick the Hawks this time, and thanks for your time, Joe, and for that information. This is Silvia for SBR Picks.